Here we are at the beach, and I wanted to say a little bit about stress in the times we live in. And it's a foggy day, as you can see. And yet, we're all here trying to relax. We're doing our best to relax, but there's fog on all sides. And it's very difficult to see, beyond the little distance we can. Right? And I don't know about you, but whether you're an individual or whether you're working with groups or clients, there's a sense that the stress we're encountering now is on a different scale. And I would venture to say that in the space ahead, that stress might increase dramatically. I don't think that's a stretch. And I'm sure you're feeling it too. I'm sure your people are feeling it. And I'm feeling it. So how do we work with stress beyond the norm, And I wanted to say something about all the good advice we get, when times are going well. And we get advice like, you should just not take things personally, or you should let it go. And these are actually really wise things to say. They're so much better than, the opposite. Never let it go. Always take it personally. But on the other hand, it just feels that they are not adequate unto themselves. Good advice is not adequate unto itself. It's not what we need. Or let's say it's not enough. We don't need just good advice anymore. Right now, we need to actually transform. To deal with the stress that we're facing and what we may face in the future, we actually need to transform the fundamental way that we process our experience. People are feeling a lot of hopelessness right now. Right? And hopelessness brings along with it a sense of disempowerment, catastrophic thinking, and it's built on ideas. These are always built on ideas, like what came before is what should happen in the future. The good things that came before should continue to happen. And I should not have to face challenges like I'm facing. And I've tried this, that, or the other, and it didn't work, so nothing will ever work. And these are all ways that we disempower ourselves and disengage and become mindless. This is really about becoming mindless, using our thoughts to become mindless. In the time ahead, we actually need to become unshakably, powerfully mindful. Not to be good or to get enlightened or to, prove anything to anyone, but for our own well-being, our own survival. The more we do it, the more benefit we will have. The more your people do it, the more benefit they will have. But this is beyond good advice. This is about practicing these wisdom teachings. This is about practicing mindfulness. Not to get from here to there, not to, like if I'm mindful, then I won't be sad anymore. No, we need to be mindful of being sad. We need to be mindful of being stressed. If we're mindful of being stressed, we can make choices. And I think that's it, you know? This fog, we can't wish it away. We really don't know what's going to happen. But here we are, we're alive, and that's actually the most important thing. We have tremendous capacity as human beings. You know, I think of, I have trained in the Tibetan tradition, Tibetan Buddhist tradition, and to think of what they walked through to even get to the point where I encountered them. All the difficulty, tremendous difficulty, and that they were able to do that and arrive with an open heart. You know, it's a kind of beacon in the darkness for us. Beacon in the fog, perhaps I should say. So, please seek out the best advice for yourself, and of course, you know, present what you can to your people. And let's see if we can each become a small beacon through this difficult time.